Good morning, everyone. Good morning, YouTubers. Good morning, YouTubers new and old. David Chow here. Uh, New to YouTube. Technically, that's a lie. Yes and no. I made a account before, but I only made a series of extended non sequiturs, or rather, really deeply entrenched in jokes between a few friends and my own, of mine. We just they were nonsense, just gibberish. I don't know why I made public videos that I felt the need to broadcast to the whole world about just such senseless things. But I blame Boxy. That's my defense. Um, Anywho, yeah, I decided to start up this channel to kind of do a weblog and also to link to my other blogs about politics, law, and policy. Those three issue sets are things that I am very interested in. I hesitate to say that they're my expertise because that would denote that I am a master of these fields, as well as that I'm already a working professional, whereas I'm only a student. Although I am currently working, it is not within those capacities, and I would not deceive you as such. So anything here is strictly, I guess, a combination of opinion, but also with any analytical tools I have gained along the way. While I do pride myself along my analytical capability, I have made this channel to kind of engage the YouTube community and try and challenge myself to reconsider things, as well as to open a forum for discussion. Education, man, it's very secluded. It's it's very funny. When I grew up, I came from a less than fortuitous set of circumstances, and a lot of people told me that, David, we thought you would never do a hard day's work. I knew what they meant, but I hesitated to, because I thought that all work is equally difficult. It is. Actually, I have a biased opinion in favor of academic work being a lot harder. But to that, I digress. Upon going to college and afterward, my environment changed so substantially that the memory of my past feels like a very distant memory. I went to inner city urban schools when I was a youngster, and I come from a very modest household, single parent. I was only able to go to college on the very lucky, fortuitous set of circumstances that I got I don't, please pardon any presumptiveness in saying this, but it's just, I'm simply mentioning it for point rather than for boast. Got a full ride scholarship with a lot of niceties. I'll just put it that way. A lot of wiggle room, and I'm very appreciative for anything that was bestowed upon me, to anyone and everyone. And if you're one of those people who made it possible and you're watching, then thanks. And likewise, just thank you in general, because just society, I think, has made this possible at large. But I distance myself a little bit from that original mindset, and I started to consider what that all meant in college. In college, you face a very, very different set of circumstances. The mentality, the people, it felt very secluded. You could tell that there was a very distinctive population there, especially at the universities that I had attended. The first, my undergraduate, my alma mater, being Ohio State University. The second, my master's, being George Washington University. The first one, even though it's a very large university, very diverse, possibly the largest university in the United States, it's just, it's a very, I want to say college is expensive. And the mores that you teach there and the mentality you acquire there and that you need to get there, they are not in sync with, I would say, that mentality that was espoused, that I saw everywhere permeating when I was in high school, when I was in middle school. And I think about these things, how education is given a very high premium, but yet it is so inaccessible. This was more the case at George Washington University. You know, I mean, hey, disclaimer here, don't sue me, guys. But it's become very, under the table. I mean, it's always kind of been obvious, but no one wants to say it, that GW is an institution for the privileged. Now, how the heck did you get in then, David? Unless you're yanking our chain. Well, let's just say I took on a lot of debt for grad school, so I assumed the big risk. I guess they thought I'd be good for the money. I guess my credit score was okay thanks to my undergrad, but yeah, no, man. The culture there, especially at GW, I'll go on about that at some length if someone requests that, but that's just another that's a sub issue. So, but the main point is, and I'm sorry to take 6 minutes to get here. Information is given a heavy premium. We always put a very significant burden upon ourselves to know things, to learn things. We admonish our children and our children's children to learn things. We begrudge ourselves certain activities and certain niceties, certain more temporary pleasures in the pursuit of learning things. But what does that all mean, And do we ever really learn? And what can we learn? And that's my problem. And that's kind of why I want to start this channel, not only to stimulate discussion and also to, broadcast my views, but just because I feel that a lot of things, a lot of issues, a lot of things that you would learn within a university, or at least not learn within a university, they're not specific to the university, and they shouldn't be. And, I wish to divulge anything that I may have learned or acquired within my studies, to the community. I feel compelled to do this. But the thing is, my apologies, and I do not mean to come across as anyone who would be presumptuous, none the least. I do not mean to imply that my views are superior, or that they deserve greater recognition. I am simply here broadcasting because I feel that I've been very lucky in my circumstances to have studied at length as I have, and because of how I do pride myself in my analytical abilities, I feel the utmost need to divulge them, to push myself to new heights and to make myself think more critically, but also to bid you, my fair viewers, to also think critically as well upon whatever issues we may touch upon. Underneath this video, I'll place links to my Facebook, so you may add me, as well as my blogs, of which there are 2. The first one being a politics, law, and policy blog, the second one being a tech blog, which, my apologies, is unrelated, but I thought I would mention it for anyone who might be interested. You may visit these to learn more about me, but also to see kind of the things that I'm talking about at greater depth. I plan to, if I may, put up 2 videos every week, although I know that given my schedule, I would be lying to you if I told you that this will remain constant. And unfortunately, as a guy who is young and wants to continue being young, but who is married and who is in law school, I don't like to lie, but I know I have to lie, because those things will, so, yeah. By the way, since, my family is here, let me show them. Here, Sarah, come here. Come here. Come on, guys, come on. Here's my Aunt Cece. I'm currently at home for Christmas.
Hello.
Hi. Sarah, come here. Sarah. And then here's my lovely wife, Serena. She just stepped out of the shower, so she didn't want to come into the shot. Thinks she's not presentable. I'm not presentable either. I just had surgery this week. I had eye surgery, and I've, you probably don't want to share this openly, but I've not showered in 2 days because I haven't gone to the gym. So if I don't go to the gym, it's like I forget to shower, Hey, did you shower today? But I didn't go to the gym. Oh, okay, I understand. Well, yeah, that's me. So, I digress. Anywho, the main goal of this channel, again, is to stimulate discussion and also to stimulate critical consideration of a set of issues I will share over the next few years. and I would be happy, more than happy, to receive your contributions as I would to give my own. I will start my first following post, my first substantive post, after this video, reciting the blog post I made, my first one, on my Policy and Law blog, which I will link shortly. It is a critique of modern feminism. I think that you'll find that, based on my thought processes, you will find that there are certain issue sets I will gravitate toward to. My apologies if I ignore certain things which you think are important. If there is anything that you think is important and you would like to be touched upon, please just ask me to consider it, and I shall. There are a million number of things that we can sit around and consider, but I just, unless I am pushed to, I either would not think about it or I would not think to discuss it on YouTube. So again, if there's any topic that you want to see personally considered, I will definitely consider considering it. And I might not only make a video of it, but I also might type up a analysis as well. These analyses, I originally intended to type up like 8 a month, but again, I'm not gonna lie about time. It's probably gonna be 2 to 3 a month, if on a good month. But I'm trying, so I'm sorry, and please bear with me. Yeah, well, I'm happy to meet you all, and I look forward to talking to all and any kinds of such things. You have my Facebook. I'll leave my Twitter as well. Thank you so much, and have a nice day. Bye-bye. David out.